Hey guys, this is Bdude from the Killing Floor Guys, coming at you with another tips, tricks, and glitches for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now the first thing we're looking at is the Gossip Stone. They're a mysterious little thing. Usually when you hit them with your sword, they'll just give you the time of day. In a military time too. There's a couple of other things you can do with it. For example, use a bomb or a bomb shoe on it. It will go blue, gray, red, and then it'll take off. And if there's a ceiling, it'll blow up. If not, it'll just fly on forever and ever and ever till it disappears from your sight. Now there's a couple of cool things you can do just with this trick alone. Well, not a couple. I guess you could consider it a couple. When you blow it up, you can cancel out its takeoff by hitting it with your sword. Now you can make it gray when it flashes gray, which is its default color. If you hit it when it's blue, it'll stay blue. And if you hit it when it's red, it'll stay red. Doesn't really do anything, doesn't get you anywhere, but it's kind of cool little Easter egg in there. Now another thing you can do is if you use Din Fire on it, squash inwards, and then it's go really tall. Another really bizarre thing that just doesn't really make sense. Another thing is if you throw a boomerang at it, it kind of jiggles and does like a little giggle thing. Because raisins, that's why. If you're wearing the Mask of Truth, it will give you some little information. Like this one talks about if you have Deku sticks in the Mask of Truth, something amazing can happen. They give you a little bit of background information and history of the world as well. Now if you take the Zelda's Lullaby, Saria's Song, or Epana's Song, it will release a fairy that you can use or catch. You know, just your standard fairy. And finally, if you hit it with a Megaton Hammer, it will get squished inwards and then spring back up, just for fun. So there's just a couple of cool little things you can do with the Gossip Stones that don't get you anywhere, and for some reason they decided to put it in. Now you may have noticed a Skull Kid when you're an adult in the Lost Woods. I think you need to give it the skull mask, but it is there. Now if you've ever tried to use, oh that was a bomb shoe fail. If you ever tried to use arrows, your hook shot, your Megaton Hammer, basically any of your equipment, it'll just float and disappear. And here's some examples. Now, you can do it with the Master Sword, but it's a lot easier with the Bigoron Sword. You can actually attack it, and when he dies, he'll give you a giant rupee, which is good for 500 rupees. And you can just go in, go out, go in, go out. Well, even though the max you can hold is 500. But yeah, you can get 500 rupees off of this guy. Now here's two neat little tricks that... one of them is useful, kind of. The other one, I can't get it to work the way I think it should, or else it's just not supposed to really work this way. But if you are a kid and you have your Kokairi shield and you're holding it out with R, while still holding R, you press start and you equip the Hyrulean shield. Or is it the Hylian shield? I think it's the Hylian shield. You should have a shield out in front of you and a shield over top. However, what I've noticed is you're still in the position of holding your Kokairi shield, but you really have nothing there. So I have examples here where I was getting hit, and then you just go into your standard Hylian shield anyways, the standard position, but there's just a neat little thing where he gets stuck in that position, and you can move it around and everything, but I guess that's not really considered useful, especially since it takes a while to get through the menus. Now the other thing is the red fairies. Ever notice when Navi is green and hovering over something, there isn't a sign, can't really find anything, Song of Time doesn't work? Well, if you play Zelda's Lullaby or the Song of Storms, a red fairy can appear. Now you can't put these in a bottle, but a red fairy will heal all your hearts, and all your magic. So, can't complain about that now, can ya? So that's another episode of Tips, Tricks, and Glitches. That was Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Don't forget to check out our other different playlists we have going on, as well as I'm thinking of doing another boss gauntlet. Do you want to see Golden Sun 2, Final Fantasy 4, or Final Fantasy 6? This is Bdude saying see you guys next time.